Hello everyone, and I am back with a new episode, and I am back in the Polytunnel. I'm sure you're getting used to me being here now, but I am finally getting everything planted out today. I told you I'd aim for 2 weeks, so we're there. The herb garden isn't quite finished yet, but everything that's been sat in my conservatory is desperate to go out. So I'm going to be showing you the plan of where everything is going, and I am going to be planting it all up today. So I'm super excited. If I get time, I'm also hoping to go and pick some elderflowers to show you off. There's some elderflower bushes on the allotment, and I really want to make some elderflower cordial. I don't want to leave it too late because it is one of my favourite things to make. So if I get time, I'm going to have a little walk with you so you can see a bit more of where my plot is and what the surroundings are like, and pick some elderflowers as well. I'm hoping I haven't left it too late. There's normally loads on our walk up to the allotment, but they've all gone. But I'm hoping, well, not hoping, but I think it's because they've all been cut back. The hedgerows have all been cut back. So I'm hoping I haven't missed everything. So I'll take you on a little walk with me afterwards to see what we can find. But first of all, let me show you what I'm planting today and where in the polytunnel I am putting it. Right, so the polytunnel, as you all well know now, is completely dug over. Hallelujah. It felt like a chore, as you all thought in the comments as well, but it is done. We're there. What I also did earlier in the week is, oh, hold on, technical error, there we go. I have laid a load of chicken manure pellets. So I tend to put these on all of my crops, except brassicas, because they don't like chicken manure pellets for some reason. Don't ask me why. I was always advised against it. They're a bit smelly, but I tend to put them in everything. Give them a little while to soak into the soil, spread the nutrients, and then get the plants in. With somewhere like the polytunnel, I tend to cover the whole area because most of it is going to be planted up. And with things like tomatoes, they will just zap every single nutrient out of the soil that they possibly can. So I don't like to scrimp when I'm doing it with my tomatoes and my very greedy vegetables. Other vegetables, I always manure, like I say, apart from brassicas, because they don't like it, which is why I use my nettle fertilizer, which I make. We had a whole load of fun with that earlier in the year, and boy, it does that a smell, but we got there. But on brassicas, that's what I tend to use, and that's what I use for sort of monthly feeds after the initial planting of my veg. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you now a few of the bits and bobs I've got. Then I'm actually going to physically lay them all out where I want them to go. So before I dig them in, I like to plan where everything's going to go, make sure I get the spacings right, particularly again with things like tomatoes. They're very greedy, they like a lot of space, and they just turn into a bit of a jungle if you leave them to it, as I learnt last year. So what I'm going to do, like I say, is put them all out, show you what I've got, and then I'm going to get them all planted. So first of all, I have got my little aubergines, which are ready to go out. I've got around about 8 of these to go out, so fingers crossed. Aubergines, aside from cauliflower, are my other nemesis. So I've always grown aubergine plants. They always look amazing. They always get the really spiky leaves, and then I get the fruit start to form, and then they just stop. Same with cauliflower. I grow the cauliflower, the curd just starts to appear, and then nothing. So this year I'm hoping is going to be my year. I am hoping this is the year that I finally get some aubergines. I've done the typical hand pollinating with a paintbrush, absolute nightmare, but hopefully this year they'll turn out much better. So next I have got my tray of tomatoes. Now these poor things are super leggy. There's a random leaf in there as well. Get rid of that. And these probably needed to go out a long time ago. Oh my goodness, this leaf. There we go. They probably wanted to go out a long time ago. They are really leggy. This container is way too small for what I call a very greedy tomato, so I'm sure they'll be absolutely pleased as punch to finally be out of this tray and be put into the ground. This is only one of 2 varieties of tomatoes I'm growing this year. The other variety is a tumbling variety, so what I'm going to do is put those into hanging baskets again in the polytunnel, so they'll be able to trail over the top and grow that way. But I'm going to hopefully put them down the herb garden end just to give them a little bit of space between the 2. So next I have got all of my sweet peppers. The reason we got the polytunnel in the first place was to grow peppers. Peppers are my absolute favourite, and I'm not going to lie, there's more of sweet peppers than anything else. So if you saw my sowing videos, you will know that I planted several varieties. They didn't work. I then planted more, and luckily I've got a fair few that are now ready to go into the ground. Again, totally ready now. They've had enough in their pots in my lovely warm conservatory, and they're ready to go out. So they'll be going out today. Like I said, there's a lot. I'm gonna say about 20. So they'll be taking up the majority of the polytunnel. And what I'm going to do this year, apart from keeping the peppers and the chilies apart, I'm going to mix all of the sweet peppers up, so I get a bit of a lucky dip with what peppers grow where, which will be quite nice. And last but by no means least, I have got my chilies. Now, chilies always grow really well, and they are the one thing I don't like, but oh well, what are you going to do? So these this year I've got around 6, so they'll be way apart from the sweet peppers, but they'll be going in the polytunnel as well. It's all part of this year's plan, and what I'll do now is start placing everything where I'm going to have it, and then you can see for yourself. Okay, so you can see I have chosen, mind this grapevine, I've chosen to put the aubergines in along this right hand side, and then I've just got 4 chilies in the back corner there. I've then got my tomatoes, which are going to have to head pretty much the whole of the back of the polytunnel, and then down this left hand side is going to be sweet pepper central. Now I've still got 8 more sweet peppers to go, so hopefully when I've cleared some more of the herb garden down the other end, there'll be a bit more space for those to go in there. But now I'm going to start digging them all in, the big job of the day, and giving them a good old drink. So there we are, that's it. They're all in, they're all planted, they're all watered, and the polytunnel finally feels like it's ready for the summer, even though it's now really dark again, and I'm determined we are going to get a summer. Or was that 1 week that we had earlier in the year it? Who knows? But I'm going to say bye to you guys now, because I am going to take you for a walk. I'm going to have my hands full with both my camera and hopefully some elderflowers in my bucket. So I'm going to have a little walk. I'm going to show you around some of my allotment site, and I'm going to pick some elderflowers so I can make some elderflower cordial. One of my favourites, like I said earlier. So I want to make sure I get the flowers before it's too late. I think the cockerels also want feeding now. They are very chatty this evening. So I'm going to leave it there as it is starting to get a little bit dark, and I have a feeling it's going to rain, but you're not supposed to pick elderflowers in the rain, so I want to get a bit of a wriggle on. So that is it from me this week. Please do come and enjoy the walk I'm now about to go on, and hopefully you'll be able to see some of those lovely elderflowers. But for now, you can leave a like, you can give me a comment, and you can always subscribe to my channel for further content. It's always great having you around. And if you can't wait, you can always head over to my Instagram or Facebook pages, where I try to post more regularly. But for now, I'll see you guys next week. As always, take care of each other, stay safe, and I'll see you very, very soon. Bye. So it's been a while since I've taken you for a walk, and as you can see, this is the front of my plot 47, and as always is full of flowers. But let's go for a little walk, because my plan is to head over in this direction. So we are going to have a little walk. Probably might not film all of it because you might get very bored, but the plan is to at least try and find some lovely elderflowers. Now, I'm the only one that likes elderflowers in my house, so it isn't going to be the end of the world if I can't find loads, but I'm hoping my old faithful tree, which I come back to every year, will still have some elderflowers on it. Our site's quite a big site actually. Where I live, the town I live in, there are 4 allotment sites. Obviously we're lucky enough to have a plot on one of them. That is my said elderflower tree right in front of me. Now it does look like there are still some elderflowers on there, however they look quite high up. Now I don't need too many to make my cordial, so hopefully I should be okay with what's here. So usually for my recipe I need about 2 cupfuls, which isn't very much, but that is what an elderflower looks like. So I'm now going to fill up my bag, oh, the wind's picking up, and pick loads of elderflowers to take home. But as always guys, thanks for taking the time to join me here on my allotment, and I will see you all very, very soon. Bye!